46 miles from east to west and 51 miles from north to south. Yes, welcome to Sabina Park here in Kingston, Jamaica. It's a marvellous day, lovely sunny skies, and for once on this tour, a happy forecast. 86 degrees Fahrenheit, apparently. Sunny all day. Keep our fingers crossed, eh? Now, the teams, well, England, a little surprise here. No spinner at all. Eddie Hemmings is left out, but debuts for two lucky men, Alex Stewart and Nasser Hussain. And as far as the West Indies are concerned, well, Viv Richards has gone for his big four fast bowlers. The local man, Patrick Patterson, very popular choice, alongside another Jamaican, Courtney Walsh. Well, earlier, on an amazing-looking pitch, all shiny, recently rolled, I was out there with the captains at the toss.
You win.
Huh?
You win.
All right.
You won it. You want to look?
Well, that's good news, huh?
Viv, so you won the toss?
Yeah, that's. I think I'll let Gucci know in a couple of seconds what we're doing anyway. I think it's hard to make up my mind out here, but apparently we've won it, and that's the first chance, I think.
Patrick Patterson on the side, very popular local choice.
That's right. It's, I think we've got a reasonably balanced team, and it's only with the strongest, I think, out here will come out in on top.
Yeah, good.
Thank you.
Graham, just a word with you, okay? Team without spinners.
Yes, we've left Eddie out, not because he didn't bowl reasonably well in the last match, but because there's nothing in the wicket for him. There wasn't in the last match against Jamaica, and the wicket, as the game went on, started to keep a bit low for the seamers. So we think that the seamers are going to be more effective as the game goes on than the spinner.
I'm sure people at home will be amazed to see this particular pitch. I mean, it just looks like nothing we've ever seen at all.
Yeah, you wouldn't, it's a bit like a skating ring, isn't it? You wouldn't see this sort of wicket at home, and certainly if you did at home, you'd want to fill your boots when you go into bat, that's for sure.
Well, let's hope you do. Good luck in the field. Thanks for talking to us. We'll join it in the first over. Desmond Haynes is facing Gladstone Small. That's a beautiful shot. And look how that ball runs. Almost no need to chase. Lovely, easy shot. He just leant onto it. Oops, well, that was close. You may say close to 4, but it was certainly close to a top edge, Nick.
Now, this is a good ball, and he knocks in the bounce, and he gets up short. Greenwich has tried his favourite square cut, but it was the ball that fought before that flustered Greenwich, and it's made him have a dart at that early on.
3 men on the onside. And that's 4. One bounce. Well, that's fascinating. Jeff Boycott almost nominated a catch down to third man. That's 1 bounce, but 20 yards squarer than Angus Fraser was standing. Well, that's a surprise one. In exactly the recipe of Jeffrey Boycott, who says the bouncer should be a surprise.
This is a good delivery here, knocks it in. Greenwich was coming forward. You could see that left foot going forward. He got lulled into, there it is, forward. He's thinking that Gladstone Small isn't very quick. And then in comes the short ball, catches him unwarily on the shoulder. And that just lets the batsman know that he can't go pushing forward willy-nilly.
That's fine. Oh, he missed it. Great roars behind him. Devon Malcolm is the man. He could have a hot time down there.
Oh, this is shattering for the bowler to see a single go trickling over for 4 through one of his mate's legs.
That's 4. And that clatters into the square boundary on the offside.
Well, they got this too wide, Gladstone Small, and Greenwich looking for his favourite square cut and playing it beautifully.
Oh, and that didn't carry.
Well, the line's definitely right. He found the outside edge there again. This is turning out to be a good over.
Well, Tony, we've got to congratulate Devon Markham here. I felt that he's a bit down in the dumps in the last over. He had misfielded, as we said. Didn't really bowl a very good over.
Great shot. Through extra cover. Don't bother running for that one. This outfield's lightning fast. Into the fence it goes. Lovely cover drive. So that's the end of the over. It's 36 for no wicket. Well, we've got no Mod Cons here. He's up there in the middle of the scoreboard. He's in charge of Greenwich's score, I think. They got him up there looking after the score. Oh, what a good shot. Straight down the ground. One bounce over the fence and into the screen. This gives you some idea of how confident these West Indians are. Gordon Greenwich smashing that one straight. What confidence.
And please don't pitch it up to Gordon Greenwich, because it's going to go for 4. There's no man at mid-on. No man at mid-off. A very wide mid-on. And that's money for old Rope.
That's a great shot. What confidence. He's gone to 26 now, Greenwich. 14 to Haynes. 42 for no wicket. Good ball. The left too. He kept his gloves down. Now, all of a sudden, the West Indians come alive. They love these bounces.
Well, a typical response to having been hit for 4. Again, very straight. That was the virtue of that bouncer. A very good one. The perfume ball, as they call it. Sniff the leather.
And that's the area. Pitched up, no one out there, 4 runs.
You see, there's such a big area out there on the offside, and he's such a raw, inexperienced bowler that I don't think he can afford to bowl without a mid-off. He needs some protection for that off drive. As soon as he pitches the ball up, Haynes has just smacked it through that offside. No problem at all.
It's gone through. Bad bit of misfielding there by Robin Smith. And what should have been a maiden over finishes up with 4 runs off the last ball through that bit of misfielding by Robin Smith.
No, this is dreadful feeling, this. I mean, demoralising for Fraser. It's just a simple ball. He hasn't really hit it that hard. He's hit it into the ground. It's bounced away. Should have got his boot behind it, his leg or something. He shouldn't have missed it with everything of his body.
Haynes in strike.
Now that is a good delivery. That's not very short at all, which is a good bounce. It's up there, it's very, very straight, and Haynes has taken evasive action. He's not really ducked, he's not really pulled to the leg side and let it go past his chest.
Just over the head of the gully, sliced away for a single, not far away from a catch, but far enough away that Haynes gets away with it. Slice drive, leaping at it short.
Off the pad there, leg buys and a shy at the stumps there, and well backed up too by Robin Smith. That really was thrown with a lot of force at the stumps, and Robin Smith did well.
And great to see Nasser Hussain here going aggressively for the stumps. That's what I like to see here. A one-handed pickup, very, very athletic, almost hitting it, but batsman well in fact. Good backing up.
That's the gap. The outfield very quick. The ball is scooting over the outfield there and will get to the rope without any trouble at all. And as Phil Edmonds has pointed out, he's got to be careful of anything that's slightly overpitched. This is a good shot from Haynes.
This is a great shot, but in fact, with this kind of field, I'm not sure it's a very good ball. the time has come now, in my opinion, where the score is 60-odd for no wicket. Perhaps we should have 2 slips, a third man, and a mid-off. At the moment, we've got 3 slips, a third man, no mid-off.
Oh, he's fumbled that one, and they're coming back for a second. This is a good throw. This could be out. He's got him. Yes, he's gone. He's out, run out. Beautiful sort of throw in there from the deep. Devon Malcolm fumbled the ball. In came the throw, and boy, over the bails it was. England have struck, and we have a run out.
And this is very naive thinking by the batsman here. In fact, he goes to pull. He's looking aggressive. The ball goes down to Devon Malcolm. Devon Malcolm doesn't pick it up cleanly. You see there he fumbles, and what a throw right over the top of the stumps, and the batsman doesn't make it. What a beautiful throw, and there he is, patently out.
Richie Richardson with a batting average of 48. He was born on 5 islands in Antigua. His top score 194 against India. 28 years of age. He's got that one away. There's no one at extra cover. It's going to the longest point of the ground. Smith won't get it. It's into the fence for 4. So Richie Richardson off the mark with a magnificent cover drive. Again, a slightly over-pitched ball.
Yeah, but I don't like to see this. This is bad bowling, because he's known to be a square cutter, known to be very, very frisky outside that off stump. Why are we pitching the ball up right at the outset? There he is, in fact, on the back foot, well pitched up, almost a half volley, and it's 4 runs. Bad bowling there, Devon Malcolm.
By lunchtime, the West Indies were 72 for 1 of 26 overs. We pick up again with Gladstone Small bowling to Richie Richardson.
His 7th Test match. He's taken 24 wickets. And that's a majestic Caribbean flashing shot, square on the offside and all along the ground.
Brilliant shot here from Richard Richardson, but loose outside the off stump on the back foot, all the weight on the back foot. That could in fact have gone anywhere and didn't go too far from the square cover, and that's just indicative of the way he plays. In fact, England are playing to his strength, which also can be his weakness, funnily enough, because he does flash outside the off stump.
That's off the thick edge, but runs coming, and the ball racing away to the old pavilion there. Robin Smith, nice fielding. 3 runs to Desmond Haynes. The crowd loved that. They loved the chase, the flip back, and the return, and 3 runs to Desmond Haynes.
Tony, that's right. Very athletic, very good fielding by England.
Oh, it's in there too. He's caught him. He's out. Well bowled, David Capel. What a great prize. Richie Richardson has gone for 10, and Gladstone Small was the man who took the comfortable catch at backward square leg.
And there I was condemning Gooch for not bowling Malcolm. The ball just a little bit quicker, bounced a bit, and off the glove, or certainly not splice-ish towards backward square leg. Very, very good performance by England, and well done, David Capel.
So much of the skill in this was the surprise.
Well, there it was, just a little bit quicker than Richard Richardson expected. Of course, bounced a little bit more and plucked out very nicely, though. Very easy catch, and well done, David Capel. Well done, Graham Gooch.
Oh, so close, so close. A positive stroke there by Carlisle Best.
Bowling with a lot of confidence here, outside the off stump, moving away just fractionally again, and a pretty insipid shot, in fact, by Carlisle Best.
Well, ball's got him. he's out, go behind. Good night, Charlie. Off goes Carlisle Best. He didn't look too happy to me, but David Capel has struck again. He's got 2 wickets. And that was umpire Lloyd Barker getting his hand up there. Have a look at this delivery.
Oh, that's a classic delivery. It's pitched outside off stump, it's swung away, it's made the batsman play, it's bounced a little bit, and he's out.
He's on his way back to the pavilion, so now 3 down they are. The score 92 for 3.
Classic delivery, this. This is the delivery you don't want as an opening batsman. It's outside of stump, it's bounced, and he's nicked it. He's knocked the cover off.
He's got him, he's gone bowled. Great bowling. A lack of concentration there. It really wasn't a very good shot. Straight back to Gladstone Small. He's got him caught and bowled. England are on fire.
Well, this is pure frustration here, stopping him scoring, and he's trying to hit the ball on the up, and Gladstone Small grabs it. Absolutely delighted he is.
That's the end of Desmond Haynes on his way back to the pavilion. 92 for 4, the West Indies.
There's his lack of concentration here. The ball wasn't there to hit, it wasn't full enough, and it's because he hasn't been scoring runs. He's been tied down by good bowling from Gladstone Small, and he's done what he shouldn't do in this situation. He's playing indiscriminate, silly shot.
Well, arguably the best player in the world today has just received a huge ovation from this Jamaican crowd. He's out of the non-strikers end at the moment. Well, that's going down to third man. It's a fast outfield. Make it to the boundary. Yes, it will. Supporter Hooper. Total moves to 98 for 4. That wasn't a bad shot. He opened the face of the bat there and just glided that down through the vacant area between third slip and gully. It's 99 for 4. This is Gladstone Small. Oh, big appeal there for LBW. That must have been very close. I tell you what, I'm looking forward to seeing this replay. That's umpire Steve Buckner down there. He gave it a shake of the head. Let's have another look at this one. Make up your own mind here. Ooh, just down the leg side, or was it going to knock leg stump over?
And he's banged that away and brought the crowd to life. Typical Viv Richards shot. All muscle and power.
That's right, Tony. Just a little bit over-pitched. He lays on the back foot still and crashes it through extra cover. I was just going to say before that ball that Gladstone Small, he slipped a couple down the leg side now after having bowled half a dozen overs, you know, with expert control. He just seems to be tiring. I wonder if it's time now to bring back Fraser from this northern end.
And he's got that away. So Viv Richards, in typical fashion, has suddenly just eased the grip on the England team.
This is quite an unbelievable shot. Outside the off stump, not that short. There he goes. Right foot back and across, pulling it through mid-wicket. And with only one man on the leg side, there's acres of space there. But that was not a bad ball. That's just Viv Richards.
Oh, big appeal there. He's got him. He's got LBW. Well bowled, Devil Malcolm. What a wicket for England. Viv Richards going for the pull shot. It didn't bounce very much. And Devon Malcolm has struck a mighty blow for England.
That was out. No doubts at all in any country in the world. That is out.
What a wicket for England. 31 balls, 55 minutes. He hit 5 fours. And Viv Richards is out. The crowd has gone quiet. It's 124 for 5. Well played, England. There's a hush in this ground. There's a lull. They can't believe it. Oh, lovely shot. Glorious cover drive. Into the fence it goes. And I should think that Kyle Hooper would be very satisfied with that one.
Well, this is the class that he has. Look at this, an elegant, perfectly executed off drive. Copybook, going any textbook with that. Foot to the ball, body forward, left arm high, elbow up, and he's timed it absolutely superbly. And he does have that ability to look absolute class, and then he'll do something quite foolish and get himself out.
Well, we have a resumption of play. What a change in the game. No spinners in sight here as Angus Fraser continues to Carl Hooper. It's in the air. There's a catch here. He's gone first ball off the tee. David Capel takes the catch. The West Indies have lost their 6th wicket. First ball off the tee. Fraser strikes. And the disconsolate Carl Hooper on the way back. Jeff Boycott.
Well, wasn't this a dreadful shot? First ball straight off the tee, short ball, tries to pull it. He's never looked like trying to pull a ball. All the time he's batted before tee, and he comes out after a rest. And I've been saying to you how many times he does daft, stupid things.
He's bowled him, and that's another wicket. The West Indies have lost their 7th. 2 wickets to Angus Fraser in the first over after tee. Sensation.
Well, that's a wonderful breakthrough for England. Absolutely fabulous breakthrough. See the stumps go clattering down. You don't need the umpire when you bowl the batsman out neck and crop.
So it's 7 for 144. Angus Fraser to another big fast bowler at the opposite end, waiting to face him with a bat. Ian Bishop. He's gone, caught at first slip. Ian Bishop out first ball, and Angus Fraser is on a roll. West Indies 150 for 8.
Oh, good delivery this, just outside off stump, good length. Bishop never really moving his feet to the ball, just pokes at it and nicks it low to Wayne Larkins at first slip. There it is, short stride, pokes at it, nice, comfortable catch for first slip.
Got it into the gap. It's running away down to the boundary at point. It'll go into the fence. Yes, it will. So another 4 to the total. Lovely placement by Dujon on the offside.
Well, as Dujon is such an elegant player. In fact, he's a great player, which typical West Indian shot off the back foot, elegant as ever, through square cover, 4 runs.
He's gone for that. I think it'll just carry down to the boundary. Well, that's brought them alive.
Well, this is a very interesting shot here by Courtney Walsh. I think the majority of us would call that a genuine slog, but there's a very wide gap there towards deep mid-wicket.
Courtney Walsh comprehensively bowled there by Angus Fraser, and they are now 9 down.
You see, Tony, the virtue of keeping Courtney Walsh down at the striker's end. Magnificent ball there. Any ball that's straight is a magnificent ball.
Yes, so he's on his way. It's 164 for 9. And the England reserve players all watching. Bowled him! That's it! Well bowled. Angus Fraser bang on target. And that is the end of the West Indian innings. All out for 164. And what figures for Angus Fraser. He'll get a big cheer off this ground. 5 for 28 his figures.
And so that West Indies innings all began so sedately. A 62-run partnership between Greenwich and Haynes, and then collapse beginning with the silly run-out. After that, the highest stand, only 32, Richards and Hooper. 164 all out in 64 overs. It was David Capel who provided the first shock with good wickets after lunch, then Angus Fraser, 5 for 28 off 20 overs. England started confidently. Let's pick it up, 40 for no wicket. Patterson is bowling to Gooch. Oh, has he caught him? If he has caught him, it's a brilliant catch by Dujon. Absolutely sensational catch by Dujon behind the stumps, diving to the left and upwards for the faintest deflection from Graham Gooch. So Graham Gooch has gone.
I can understand why Graham Gooch looks very annoyed at himself, because what a brilliant catch there by Dujon. That is not a nice way to get out. You think you've tickled it for 4. It deserved 4 because it wasn't a good ball, but what a performance there by Dujon.
It's 40 for 1 wicket. Alex Stewart, we know his father sitting in the England dressing room, the manager, and this is Patterson. He's off the mark, first ball. What a relief for him, for everybody. The ball sails away there, very calmly for 4 over the boundary rope. And that's the sort of start that many would have given their eye teeth for.
Played that one into the gap. This could be close. If Stubbs comes in. It's the Stubbs, it's close. Well, I tell you what, that was magnificent fielding by Vivian Richards. Picked it up and he got rid of it in a flash, smashed the stumps down. Umpire Steve Buckner said not out. I tell you what, must have been pretty close. He's got him, beautifully taken. Richie Richardson doesn't drop many. Alex Stewart got hit on the gloves there. That one bounced outside off stump, not a very good shot. The ball just outside off stump. It did bounce, and Richie Richardson snaffled him.
Great delivery here, knocks it in short, gets up high and just fends it off. Much too static. You've got to move much more quicker and get out of the way.
England's day, no doubt about that. 80 for 2, 84 runs behind. And fantastic first day, as you remember. All the bowlers playing well, bowling accurately to off stump. There was Capel getting wickets, and Small and Devon Malcolm, and of course Angus Fraser. Let's just recall for a moment his magnificent bowling after tea. In 6 overs, Fraser took 5 wickets for 6 runs. He's just 24 years old, and this is only his 4th test match. But he bowled accurately to off stump all day. His figures: 20 overs, 8 maidens, 5 for 28. For England, it had been an unbelievable start to this cable and wireless series. They bowled the West Indies out for 164, the lowest total by the West Indies against England since 1969. Well, there's a hard day's batting ahead now for the batsmen. They really have the onus, and of course doubts about the pitch and the odd ball that keeps low. No Gooch or Stewart, they're both out. 80 for 2, 84 runs behind. Let's now see how the batsmen get on. The second over of the day, Malcolm Marshall is bowling to Alan Lamb. Well, that was close. Now, both these England batsmen have played the ball away from the body. They've taken risks, and surely those are the electric shocks that must go to the body to warn them that they must get in a line, play straight, get behind the bounce. Lovely shot. Well, that's a relief to Wayne Larkins. He recognises a half volley and knows exactly what to do with it.
Well, there's nothing wrong with this shot. Half volley, just angling in, and feet move very nicely there. There's no need to run for that.
Lovely shot this time. Cracking shot.
Well, he certainly whacked this. He stood back, let the whole back go through the ball. My goodness, that raced away from the outfield.
That was quick. That really was quick, and that was aimed straight at Alan Lamb's head.
Well, I think this is just warming everybody up here, not only Alan Lamb, but the crowd as well. That's a quick bouncer letting Lamb know that he's here. He's here in a contest today, and this ain't no pushover.
Oh, and that's a fumble. That must have gone over the top of middle stump. It missed the outside edge. Just for a second, I thought he'd nicked it.
And there we have a situation with Larkin staying leg side of the ball. You see that? The ball actually goes over middle stump, and in fact, it's outside the offside edge of his bat. He's staying leg side of the ball. Why Viv Richards hasn't got a third slip, I just don't know.
Oh, he's got that one away beautifully. A lovely pull shot down towards backward square leg there for 4. That brings up the 100 for England.
And this is an incredible shot here. It just shows the pace of the wicket. It's coming right off stump. Larkin's back and across and smacking it over the top of square leg for 4 runs.
One of the most amazing things happened this morning. They tried to cut the grass. Now, there is no grass for me out there, and there was daylight between those blades and the surface itself. But anyhow, they did try. Always hit that beautifully through cover point. Into the fence it goes. That's Lamb's best shot of the day. Magnificent back foot square drive.
Well, this is what I was talking about earlier on. I know it's a bit wide, but Alan Lamb staying leg side there and has all the room in the world to smash it square on the offside for 4.
He's edged it, he's gone, caught, good catch at first slip. It's a no ball. It's a no ball. An edge to first slip. The West Indies were jubilant. Well, my goodness, frustration for them, and you couldn't want more frustration than that. Looking for a breakthrough. They've waited for over an hour for it. When it comes, it's a no ball.
Do you know, I've almost seen that before, because I imagined Courtney Walsh to be the most dangerous bowler here. This is his home ground. Wayne Larkins lurking on leg stump again, not quite getting across. Beautifully caught.
He's given him leg before, a ball creeping through, and Courtney Walsh has dismissed Wayne Larkins.
Well, this is what they're all worried about, batsmen on both sides. The ball that keeps low and takes the batsman by surprise. That was adjudged to be hitting leg stump. I wouldn't be so sure myself on the replay, but the umpire's in line there, I suppose. I think Wayne Larkins might think himself a little bit unlucky. Tremendous transformation of this Sabina Park crowd.
Oh, and that's a nasty one. Good job he's got the protection on the arm. No ball called. Try to duck out of the way of that one, but it was a quick delivery.
Yes, very quick delivery this. He ducked down, it didn't get up again, hit him somewhere towards the side or the elbow. Just hit him on the hip.
Well, he's gone for that one, and one bounce into the fence for 4. Well, that brought a smile to Jeff Boycott's face. It's also the end of the over. This is the shot again.
Walsh has knocked it in short, he's gone for it, but he's had to reach for it well outside the offside. The ball's outside the head on the offside. He's had to really go and fetch it. He's actually hit it really, really well.
Oh, dear, dear, dear. That was very bad luck for Bishop, and infuriating for England supporters to see Lamb playing like that.
Well, these England batsmen don't seem to like to play themselves in after a session. We saw that this morning, and just the same, he's wafting at the second ball. He's just carrying on where he left off before lunch.
The only wicket to fall today, that of Wayne Larkins. His highest test score, 46, LBW to Walsh. Oh, that's dropped. She dropped him. Well. Dujon went to the right. Hooper turned into the left. And they downed it.
Well, wasn't this a fine delivery from Dish Bishop? Look, he pitches, leaves him. What a dreadful mess he made of that, Geoffrey Dujon. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Great delivery from Bishop. Pitched and left Alan Lamb, turned him round, chest on. And he could have caught that in a bucket, I think.
Cracking shot. Beautiful shot. No justice at all for Ian Bishop. It's the end of the over. It's 140 for 3. Ah, there you are. That's one of the many sorts of refreshment available on this ground. Yes, on the up, but beautifully struck and marvellously timed by Alan Lamb. That's his 5th 4, and the Union Jack may well fly. Really times that well, Jeff.
Well, it's a nice gift ball here. It's wide of off stump. You don't give a good back foot player room outside the off stump. Not at the pace that Hooper bowls. Bowling Hooper is just allowing England to bat themselves in.
Nicely worked through mid-on. One more run, and the 150 comes up for the loss of 3 wickets. And you hear the trickle of applause around the ground.
Always beaten the outside edge. That was a lazy shot. Looked as if it stayed out there a little bit. Might have been a bit of drift in it, but Lamb wouldn't have enjoyed this.
This is very much a Lamb shot. Not moving his feet, just outside the off stump, drifting away. Very good ball. No bounce again.
And there it goes again. Will this be his 50? Did he get some bat on that? Into the fence it goes. 4 runs, and Alan Lamb has registered the first half century in this match. It's been a very tidy fighting knock by him, but what he's got to do now is keep going. He cannot afford to relax at all. They tend to move the score backwards here, so don't worry about it. We haven't got it wrong. I can assure you he's got 50. In fact, he's got 51. Smith down the other end has 14. There it is. Beautiful shot through extra cover. The ball whistling away to the boundary. Into the fence she goes. Lovely shot, Alan Lamb. He moves on to 57, and England take the lead. Well, that's an interesting bit of headgear. The old cardboard box. A lot of umbrellas up there, not because it's going to rain, because they're trying to keep themselves nice and cool in the shade. Well played, beautifully into the gap. Viv Richards chasing it. He's going to really have to move to get there. He won't. So again, lovely timing. That's Alan Lamb's 9th 4.
Yes, and timing here, the operative word. He just leans into the stroke and eases it through extra cover, giving Viv Richards a long chase to the boundary.
He's having a cup of tea. It's well fielded. Oh, lovely fielding. Carlisle best. A magnificent pickup to his left hand there, and then whipped it back all in one movement.
He's got it away. That'll go all the way. The outfield here very fast at Sabina Park. 4 runs. So a boundary to Robin Smith to carry him to 25 and England up to 190 for 3. And that's 4 runs, cracked straight back down the ground. Alan Lamb doesn't even bother to move. A straight drive, absolutely cracked down the ground by Lamb, moves him on to 76.
Well, nice straight half volley, and Lamb perfectly positioned as he clunks it away. Dead straight, the bowler can't get to it. There he is, left foot forward, a good short arm jab, plenty of power. England are full of confidence.
So there it is, 28 degrees, beautiful day. Nicely glided by Smith through the vacant gully area. They'll get 2 here. Well fielded. Oh, and that was a very good bit of work.
Well, if they haven't seen Keith Arthurton field, they'll know all about him now. He's a tremendous mover across the ground. He's a specialist cover point fielder, and of course left-handed. And he's in exactly the right position where he should be to cut off that drive wider mid-on. You see, he nips in from mid-wicket, and tremendous throwing.
England lead by 55 on the first innings. Very useful 55 too. In the air and just wide of first slip. He should have had a second man in there. In test match cricket, you have got to give yourself an opportunity to take wickets.
It's amazed us all day that Viv Richards has taken out that second slip just wide of the man there at first. What he has to do, he really has to get wickets, whatever the theories are in the field. Just to see that. Whatever the theories are, Viv Richards has to get 7 more wickets.
A big appeal there for LBW, but I think he got himself quite a long way forward. And that's a bit of an optimistic ask, really. A smile on the face there of umpire Lloyd Barker.
Yes, Viv can hurry through, and that just drifts in outside the line of the off stump, in fact, with that front pad.
That's well played by Lamb. He's a very good onside player. Back for the second on the misfield. So 2 more to his total. That's also the 100 partnership of 328 minutes, or in 328 minutes. A tremendous effort by these 2.
And now we have another change. Carlisle Best is the bowler. Rather snazzy headband. And immediately a little nudge perhaps, or did it go straight down there? 4 runs. And those are runs off Robin Smith's bat.
And this, I think, is the difficulty for Viv Richards. In my opinion, he's worrying too much about this new ball. He's bowling his second line or third line bowlers, not on target. A little tickle down that leg side, and it's 4 runs.
Well, pad first, and a shot there for LBW. The umpire, Steve Buckner, was not impressed. Neither was Robin Smith. But
and if you have a look here, the ball slants in. Actually, a very good ball. Lucky to get an inside edge, I think, onto the pad, but perhaps also fractionally outside the off stump.
Oh, well fielded. Brilliant stuff. That's Richards himself. Cover.
And that is Viv Richards, one of the most athletic men in world cricket. In fact, a very well-timed stroke here to extra cover by Alan Lamb. Viv swoops on it in one motion. He's in there a little bit straighter, and Robin Smith would have been really struggling. Brilliant cricket by Viv Richards.
Oh, well, there we are. That's marvellous. They start them young here at the cricket, not always paying attention. He's going to wait until this partnership's over, then he's going to come to life again in a big way. Good slower ball, and another shout from Courtney Walsh. I mean, he is bowling so well. There's always something happening. batsman never actually confidently set against him.
Indeed, but Robin Smith is confident. He's on that front foot, just outside the line, but it does indicate how confident he is. He's getting forward there. Very good ball, but in fact, good cricket by Robin Smith.
Nasty bounce there, just hopped over Richards' hand, and they've won more, and that's a half-century for Robin Smith. Raises the bat to the dressing room. How well he's played, a gutsy innings. His 5th half-century in Test matches. Tremendous shot, wonderful performance, a century to Alan Lamb. Well played, the vice-captain. It couldn't have come in a more spectacular way. A beautiful pull shot, hammered down and crashing away towards the old pavilion. Alan Lamb has got 100. Oh, careful, careful, careful. Time to concentrate. It was mentioned earlier on today that he does get 100 and gets himself out very quickly afterwards. We have some sensational news, really, on the scoreboard. It'll not please Alan Lamb too much, because it turns out that his actual total, according to the scorers, is just 99, so he's still one away from that century.
On 99 on the board, this is Bishop. He's hooked it in the air, down to the boundary for 4, and that is his 100 for sure. Alan Lamb throws his hands up in the air, and it really has been a tremendous fighting innings. Acknowledging the applause around the ground. Oh, that was a slippery delivery, that one. Kept a little bit low, nipped back a little bit, and he did well. He's got to watch it. Jeff Boycott was making the point about being extravagant. This nearly got through. High backlift there. He was going to force it. Look at the nip back there. Just got a bit of bat on it. So it's been a while since an England combination has really got itself settled in. The Australians certainly didn't allow them to do that. And that's off the bat and 4 runs. Just a little bottom edge there, went flying down into the ground and straight into the fence. Out, got him, caught second slip, magnificently caught by Best. He is a magnificent catcher. That was a quick ball, a magnificent delivery, just outside off stump. It went flying away, and I tell you what, there are not many better in the world than Carlisle Best when it comes to taking slip catches. So the end of a tremendous innings, out for 57, and now it's going to be Nasser Hussain striding to the middle for his first Test match, and the score here, 288 for 4. And a great catch from Carlisle Best. The ball went flying off the outside edge, and didn't he make it look easy? He caught it, went running around to his right. He is, if not the best, one of the best in the slip cordon in the world.
Now Hussain will have his first delivery. And welcome to Test cricket, Nasser Hussain.
And a tremendous start for Nasser Hussain, really. That's his baptism of fire in Test cricket. He's known to be a stroke maker. They got a man back for the hook. He's not hooking that one, though. I think he's a few hard palpitations there, but in fact he played it quite well. He went up and then down. He'll be relieved to have got that one, I think, first off. Get it over and done with.
Now Richards lurks up close. Another close fielder on Hussain. And he's off the mark. Played it beautifully off the legs. Richardson lets it go by. It's 4. So Nasser Hussain gets off the mark with a boundary from his second ball in Test cricket, and rather a bit of sloppy fielding on the boundary by Richard Richardson.
But exquisite timing here from Nasser Hussain. It just goes back and clips it just in front of square, timing it, giving it sufficient power to go to the boundary, just beating the fielder.
Well, he's already clobbered that away. That's 4 runs. He hit that like lightning. It went to the boundary. Clobbered that outside the off stump, and it travelled into the advertising board, almost shattered it down at third man, and that's his 3rd boundary.
Well, this is the arrogance of youth, and it's great to see. Great shot. In fact, the ball doesn't get up that much. He middles it and it crashes it just behind square for 4.
He's beaten the fieldsman, and that too will run to the boundary. It's a very fast outfield, this. Lovely timing, that, from Alan Lamb. They really have bowled a lot of deliveries in this innings on leg stump, and a lot of runs have been scored in that area.
Well, he shouldn't be bowling down leg side, Courtney Walsh. The ball's already spearing in from his arm, so it makes it even easier to just turn the wrist, roll them, use the face of the bat. The pace of the ball will do the rest and take it to the boundary.
Oh, he's beaten him, he's gone out, caught behind, the outside edge again. That is a good delivery, just a little bit quicker than Hussain expected, and Ian Bishop has struck yet again. Hit the outside edge, it went flying to Dujon. He's dropped one, but he made no mistake with this one. So that's the story. 46 to Larkins, he was out today. Lamb is still out there. Smith was out for 57, and Hussain now out for 13. And out to the centre goes David Capel to join Alan Lamb. In the air, he's gone again. He's got him out. Good night. On your way, Alan Lamb. That was a lazy shot. He hung his bat at the ball, and the West Indies are on fire in the slips cordon. That went flying away, and I tell you what, Walsh has bowled so well. He really does deserve a wicket. And he's got it. He's got the big one. So he's on his way. A great innings. They're giving him a standing ovation. It's 315 for 6.
He's gone, caught by Richardson, clipped off the legs. A rather careless shot by Capel. He goes, and England are 325 for 7. Another wicket for Courtney Walsh.
Well, that really was, as you say, Tony, a careless shot. It's rather unfortunate for David Capel. Must have fancied it. It was well up on leg stump, the sort of ball you do like to whip through mid-wicket, but I'm afraid it was an easy catch. It was in the air a long time, and the fieldsman absolutely on line and in the right place.
He's hit that well. Short-armed jab to that short ball, and down through square leg it goes for 4. So Jack Russell moves on to 12. 338 now for 7.
Well, that was a lovely shot. Whacked in short, not too quick, and you see, just turned the wrist, kept the ball down.
Oh, big appeal there for LBW. He's given him, he's gone, it's LBW. I thought he may have nipped it for a second, but he was on the back foot, and Small has been trapped. LBW to Marshall. That looked pretty adjacent to me, but there was no bat involved.
I agree 100%, Tony. If he didn't nick it, he was right back on his stumps, and it looked plumb LBW. Here we go. Ball keeps quite low, back on his stumps, and that's right in front, middle of the shin, knocking him all over.
Yes, no doubt about that. You could see, too, that the bat was a little bit away from the pad there, and although he glances down at his bat, I think the noise may have been made through the bat clipping the outside of his pad. It nipped back. It was a good delivery, and that was the end of Gladstone Small.
England took their score on to 342 for 8 at the close. At one stage, mind, they were 288 for 3. Only 2 batsmen scored over 50. Lamb 132, Smith 57, their partnership 172. Well, West Indies in the field had to work extremely hard, and they put in 19... Great resistance from the West Indies. I personally think that the Greenwich-Haynes partnership is the one that will need to be broken up, because those two really know how to bat a long time. But the pitch, there is unevenness, there's low bounce, I think, and more I expect the ball to keep low. I think batting will be quite a tricky business. England probably have their best chance of beating West Indies since 1974. That's quite a long time ago. Well, let's see how the action goes. Let's join the play.
Courtney Walsh to Jack Russell.
Good shot. Good forthright drive, and there'll be no need to chase that. Very straight through mid-off, and it's a lovely shot.
Well, it's a nice shot here. Sort of long half volley, not really pitched up that well. The batsman stroked it with a full face of the bat. He's gone through the line of the ball. Textbook, just a nice, short, firm jab at the ball.
Little edge, they'll want to. Russell is really scampering. He turns and goes. He'll have to hurry. And he gets there. The throw not all that accurate. Dujan had to fetch it. Very good judgment, very fine judgment by the England pair.
Well, a difficult ball for the slips to take here. It's on the bounce, look, difficult to stop it. It goes through, and although the fast bowler runs around Bishop, this is a pretty poorly accurate throw. If he'd have thrown it straight, we've had the athleticism of Viv Richards there, I think Jack Russell would have been run out.
That's a quick bouncer, and it's another fumble. Dujan having a nightmare with this inconsistent bounce. And while he just put his hand up there to acknowledge the problem, it really is difficult. 23 buys in all. Now have a look at this. It's over the top and really fizzing, and then it really does die on him, and just a little bit lazy there, although it's quite difficult when the ball does dip. It's a very tough wicket to keep wicket on. So England now have their 200 lead. It's in the air, he's going to be out. Yes, he's gone. Straight to mid-wicket. Patrick Patterson makes the catch, and Russell is on his way. That was a short pitch delivery. He went for the pull shot, which he's played quite well on occasions. It hit the splice of the bat and went high in the air, straight to Patrick Patterson. So Walsh is struck.
Well, he'll be very annoyed at himself for this. He had been just leaving those balls, letting them pass harmlessly outside the off stump. A very easy catch.
Well, let's have a look how Malcolm handles this. Not very well. I think he's gone. He's out LBW first ball, no doubt about that. 2 balls, 2 wickets to Courtney Walsh. That one nipped back just a little bit. He was never anywhere near it, and absolutely no doubt about it. Umpire Steve Buckner raising his finger. He was plumb.
Here we are watching this just outside the off stump, and of course it nips back, keeps very low, hits him on the back pad, and it's overs, good overs.
That really was a precious late stand between Russell and Fraser. Only 25 runs, 22 this morning, but enough to increase the England lead to 200. And completed a good day's work by the batsmen and the bowlers. The West Indies bowling, some of it good and aggressive, some disappointing, I thought, on a slow pitch. Bishop, 3 for 72. Walsh, 5 for 68, made him the 10th highest wicket-taker in West Indies Test history. So England have a great chance. The uneven bounce may be to their distinct advantage.
Oh, big appeal there for LBW. That must have been very close. Well, it may just have got outside the pad, may just have got outside the off stump, or it may have been going down the leg side.
But that did look very close, very straight to me, and he's not that far forward. I must say, I think England were extremely unlucky there. Look, you see, he's only half a pace forward, doesn't hit him high, it's below the roll. England, you're very unlucky. Gladstone Small, bad luck.
That was very adjacent. It's no wonder Gladstone Small leapt in the air about 5 foot off the ground, he was. That's a good shot. That's 4. Well, there's nothing more frustrating in the world for any bowler than being turned down on what was obviously a very, very close one. and then been smashed for 4.
There's no third man, that's 4. They were keeping low, but just squeezed away by Greenwich.
Yes, it was well played, because the ball did keep low, and by the time Greenwich got a bat to it, it was really a thick outside edge and all along the ground.
Oh my goodness, he pulled at a ball from outside the off stump, and it wasn't far away from that under edge. Encouragement here for Small.
Yes, and you'd think a class batsman would decide not to play that sort of shot here. It's, in fact, outside off stump. He played it strictly off length, but as we know, the bounce tends to be on the low side, and there's a risk in that shot, without doubt.
Runs there. They come back for the third. The ball running down to that long boundary, and into the fence it goes. This outfield really is very quick. It kept the fieldsman interested all the way down to the rope. Nasser Hussain there, having to run all the way down to that long corner. Not a very good ball, though. He's got that one away, too. It'll go for 4 as well. So slightly offline. Most good batsmen love it on leg stump, and this is no exception.
Well, this is bread and butter ball for a good player. You just ball it onto his legs, you took it away, you don't have to hit it very hard. Just let the ball come onto you, roll the wrists a little bit, use the pace of the ball, and, well, it's 4 runs from the moment he got it in the middle of the bat.
Boys, bowling! Down goes the leg stump. Devon Malcolm has struck with a magnificent Yorker. Desmond Haynes out comprehensively bowled, and England have struck. They have broken this great opening batting partnership. This is how it happened.
Well, I think this is a Yorker, almost nearly a full toss, and he's really played across the line as Desmond Haynes. Instead of playing it straighter, he's gone across the line.
The West Indies can't believe it. The fact of the matter is that great opening partnership has been broken.
Goes right across to mid-wicket. There, he's turning it to square leg where the umpire is. And the rule of thumb is, if the ball is straight, play it to the onside, to it straightish mid-on, not across the line of the ball.
He's in the air, he's dropped him! Oh, that was a straightforward edge to slip. They are very close there, worried about the one that doesn't carry. But Larkins there really didn't look as if he was going to catch this at any stage.
Well, that's a fine delivery to get early on by Gladstone Small. He should have caught that. A slip fielder should have got both hands to it, even if he dropped it. He's drawn the batsman wide with a little bit of doubt drift. Great ball to bowl to the incoming batsman. Look at this. Just outside that off stump, he's looking to play, and it's just leaving him a fraction. Fine delivery to get early on to a new batsman.
He's got that one away nicely. Yes, he's going to wait for the short ball, and he's pulled that one away down towards backward square leg for 4. This is going to be the way to play. Have to wait for the bad ball. He's having a few problems with his neck, actually. That's a bad sign. Gordon Greenwich, very often when he has a bad ankle or an injury of some sort, scores runs.
And through the gap, it's down the way for 4. Graham Gooch has purposely sacrificed that position. There's no third man, so anything that skewers off the outside edge of the bat along the ground goes through that gap at gully, and that's 4 more runs.
That's a good shot. Lovely straight bat and a punching shot from Gordon Greenwich. 4 to him. 57 for 1 now.
Well, David Careful getting the ball just a bit too straight, getting it on the stumps, gives Greenwich the chance to punch it down the ground.
He's hit that way down there towards square leg. A lovely shot. Now, if that had kept low, the question is, would he have been out LBW? I don't think the England bowlers will mind him playing this sort of shot. Had he stayed down, he might have been out.
You're dead right, Tony. In fact, that was very straight. Had it kept a bit lower, it might have been all over. But Richard Richardson, magnificent eye, picked it up and it's 4 runs. Beautiful eye, swing it over square leg for 4.
So there are the 3 slips, the gully, and 3 saving 1. In fact, 2 of them saving 1. In the air and well fielded. It dropped just short of him, I think. I don't think that carried. It really went like a rocket at Nasser Hussain. A brilliant bit of fielding.
This is great fielding, but also very good captaincy. They're playing to Richard Richardson's strength. It's outside the off stump. He flashes, middles this one, but who knows about the next one? Let's have a look at this. Smashes it square. Nasser Hussain drops well in front of him, but Peter Shilton couldn't have done better.
Oh, he's hit that one beautifully. Into the fence it goes. 4 runs to Richie Richardson. They love it.
Well, we know this is his strength. It's a beautiful shot, but we saw what happened last time. It almost carried. Let's have a look at this one. It's perhaps executed that a little bit better. He hits it down.
Oh, that's got to be out. Yes, he's gone, LBW. We predicted that at some stage Richie Richardson would lose his concentration and go for the pull shot. He's done it. The ball has stayed down, and Angus Fraser thoroughly deserves this wicket.
And this is fantastic captaincy by Graham Gooch, and great bowling here by Fraser. He's kept the man tied down. Now that's a straight one, a little bit short. It stays down. Bowler hitting right across the ball. It's now 69 for 2.
I'll have a look at that LBW from a slightly different angle. See whether it was going over the top here. This could be the only doubt. That hit him on the roll, and have a look at the fieldsmen in the air there. Boy, were they happy. And the score is now 69 for 2. So it's Fraser again. Best to face his first ball. In the air, and oh, just over Gully, or where Gully would have been. That hit the glove and really did rear up. Well, that'll get his attention, and it may also get him a gully.
And also, it might put the wind up the West Indian batsman in the dressing room. This actually bounces. It looks as if it hits the shoulder of the bat to me and goes over Gully. Very unlucky Angus Fraser. Where does this bounce come from?
Lovely shot by Best, 4 runs. He's a very popular cricketer here in Jamaica. One who's full of life, always in the game. And that's a good shot by Best for 4.
This is allowing his natural talent to flow. A half volley, pitched up there. He's got his foot across to the ball. Head right down over. Look at how the head is over the ball. Keeps it down as he hits through the line. That's good for any youngster watching. He gets that head down and really keeps it down. Look, over the top of the ball. That's good textbook, copybook, cover driving.
He's out caught at cover. Greenwich hitting the ball straight to Hussain. Malcolm has come back and made the breakthrough with another illustrious wicket. And the West Indies are 87 for 3.
Well, this is a half volley. It's pitched up. Greenwich leaning back, trying to hit it too hard. Spears it in the air. to the cover point. He throws it up in jubilation.
Well, Sabina Park just about stunned at the moment. By the West Indies at 87-3.
But it was his own fault, Greenwich. Can't complain about the pitch or the ball. Look, he's laid back here, he sticks the foot, he's laid back trying to crash it to the boundary.
And that's a lovely shot by Best down the ground. So 4 runs, pounded back past the bowler. Beautifully played by Best, and that will raise the confidence of Carlisle Best as he moves on now to 16. So the score up to 95 for 3. Throw in for 4 byes. Well, Jeffrey Dujon will have sympathy with Jack Russell there as that ball skids by him down the leg side for 4 byes. Dujon let go 18 in the West Indies innings with balls skidding through. And now Jack Russell has had 1 go for 4 byes, which raises the West Indies 100.
Very wide on the crease on that occasion, and shy at the stumps, and that'll be 5. Yes, there was no chance of a run out there. Hussain coming in, I think he was in 2 minds. He almost decided not to throw it. Eventually he did, and so they've conceded 5. 13 minutes to go before the tea break, and in these hot conditions I should think the England bowlers are going to appreciate a little bit of a break. Oh, and a little lazy there by, I suppose, a quite tired Angus Fraser. Well, now what's happened out there? I think we've got a muscle. The muscle has gone. That, oh, this is tragedy for, it's either the knee or the muscle. He's either twisted the knee or he's gone and pulled a muscle, but he seems to be holding the front of his leg. Right there, it just happened as he turned, and it was at this stage that he really started limping. So I think it actually happened in the turn. Now, if he can stay out there, then all well and good, but it's not going to be all well and good if he gets one right on the end of that knee next ball. Well, he's still smiling. They keep telling me that we may win this battle, but we haven't won the war yet. In the air, and he's got him all. Lucky old England. That one is deflected out of the hands of Gooch and into the hands of Larkins. That nearly went down as well.
Well, I couldn't believe Graham Gooch was there like a statue. I thought he would never respond to the catch at all, but Larkins was wide awake. And just look what's happened.
Yes, there it goes, and Gooch really muffed that one. Larkins luckily was awake to it, and he latched onto it. Well, it's a game of juggle it in the slips. He's ready for it. He went a little late and didn't look like catching it. And I tell you what, Larkins nearly dropped it as well. However, all is well that ends well. And Hooper is on his way back.
That's a good shot. Crashed it away. It appeared to hit that ball into the ground, but there's a tremendous wristy force about it, and that's 4 runs to Carlisle Best.
Yes, that was a good shot by Carlisle Best. I don't know why Graham Gooch has got that man so square there at 3rd man. Inevitably, the ball goes a little bit fine, and it's 4 runs.
So easy. I think it's fair to say that Viv Richards blocked 3 then.
I think that's absolutely right, and this is looking ominous for England. I just wonder whether Graham Gooch might be reviewing his tactics. He now needs to keep Viv Richards under control. Here you see just timing the ball, leaning into it, timing it for 3.
Oh, what a shot. Oh. Forget the bounce, forget the high bounce, the low bounce. The only bounce that mattered there was the bounce of the ball back off the white wall over the boundary.
This is a great shot onto the front foot, slashing square, just behind square point, and that's 4 runs all the way.
Oh, and that one bounced a little bit. He's lost the bat. He's going to have to go and fetch it, but he's a little bit wary of leaving his ground.
Well, you can see the pressure is under here. Carlisle Best is very conscious of the ball just jumping at him. I don't think it bounced that much. I think it's more in the mind. It's a good ball from Angus Fraser, good length, making him push right forward, just outside off stump again. But I just bounced a little bit. I don't think it bounced enough to... He's playing a little bit low there.
Well, that's around about 29 degrees, very hot out there, and it's still 65, those 2 gauges in the shade. Viv Richards very quickly off the mark. This could be close, and had he hit the stumps, he would have been out. Richards very keen to get away from that end. And I tell you what, that wasn't a very good effort by Smith. It was over the bails, but he had to hit the stumps.
Well, I think Viv Richards caught Robin Smith a bit surprised there. Look, Smith stood still, and then he reacts. He wasn't sharp enough. He wasn't anticipating the run, and he just didn't get it in fast enough to make the run out.
Through the covers for 4. Flashing Viv Richards' shot has brought the crowd to life.
And that was pure Viv Richards. Outside the off stump, swaying onto the front foot, then rocking back and crashing at square. Here we see it from side on. Bang, just behind square, and absolutely no chance for the fielder at point there.
It's a fine shot by Richards, beautifully played. That'll be 4 more. Magnificent shot from Richards.
And that, I think, is the hallmark of Richards. This is the shot we know so well. It has got him out in the past in England where the ball moves around a little bit. The front foot goes down outside off stump and he clips it through mid-wicket. Here where the ball isn't doing too much, it really is safe as houses, and that's 4 runs.
You have a bowling change here. Devon Malcolm getting his first opportunity to bowl from the northern end. He's bowled all his overs from down the George Headley and stand-in. And straight away a straight drive from Best, and that'll go down to the boundary. This is a fast outfield. Into the fence it goes. Lovely straight drive.
Yes, well, he's bowling with the wind here for the first time, Devon Malcolm. It may have just pushed him to over-pitch it there with it coming downhill with the wind. He's just got it right up in the slot for Carlisle Best to clatter it with a great straight drive. Nice shot there for the youngster.
Come back for the second, and that brings up the 50 for Carlisle Best. Well, this is his first half-century in Test cricket, and the people that have turned up really are excited about this.
Well, he'll be pleased and thrilled to bits, this young man. A lot of pressure on him. His first 50, he deserves it. Good luck to him. It's always nice to see a young player do well, but my goodness, he's had to work hard.
Put on 76 for the 5th wicket, these two, and the West Indies are now only 12 runs behind. Oh, he smashed that into the gap. Into the fence it goes. Richards to 37.
Yes, this was a bit too wide as well as being short. Gave Viv Richards a lot of room, and he's cracked now. That's a lovely shot. Right up high on his toes. You want to watch him get up there on that right foot. Up there on the toes.
Bowled him! He's got him! A magnificent Yorker! The king of the West Indies is on his way back to the pavilion. Bowled by Devon Malcolm. Well, he broke the Greenwich-Haynes partnership by rolling Haynes over. And what has he done? He's come up with a little jaffer to get rid of the captain of the West Indies.
Well, this is well pitched up again, right up there, pacey, is it, right across the ball. And he's played across the line, too square, as he often does through mid-wicket, instead of hitting it through mid-on.
Beautiful drive, very elegant. Don't worry about chasing that. So the West Indies are now in the black. They've taken the lead. England are going to have to bat again. The only question that remains is how many are they going to have to get.
Well, it's a good shot there from Geoffrey Dujon. Nice half volley, pitched up, foot forward, through the line.
He's got him out at second slip. Best edges to Gooch at second slip. And a fine fighting innings by Carlisle Best ends with a second slip catch to Graham Gooch of Gladstone Small, and the West Indies are 222 for 6.
Well, that again was superb cricket by England, because they simply haven't deviated from their policy of just bowling it off stump or outside. And forward comes Carlisle Best, and that's a super catch by Graham Gooch.
He's bowled him. Malcolm's 4th wicket, and the West Indies have lost another wicket at this dreaded figure of 222. They're now 222 for 7, and Malcolm gets his 4th wicket.
Well, that is staggering. It's just a hanging bat shot by Geoffrey Dujon, and over went the stumps. Might just have got an inside edge. We'll take another look at this one now, because he's not actually getting across in line there. The bat is well away from the body. Inside edge, back onto the stumps, and the 7th wicket goes down.
In the air, he's got him, he's out, caught by Larkins, no trouble. The Englishmen are beginning to get their act together as well in the slip cordon. That one went flying away, low off the bat, straight to first slip, and Larkins made the catch. So that's the end of Bishop. Caught at first slip.
Well, in less than 2 overs, bad light came and play was ended at 229 for 8, the West Indian score. There was only one substantial partnership, really. That was the 80 between Richards and Best. But at 190 for 4, I thought, well, 10 runs behind, really, West Indies are going to make a fighting comeback here. The wickets tumbled. Now let's look at the England bowling. It's all about Gladstone Small and Devon Malcolm. Addition, torrential rain on the rest day, followed by a long mopping up process, which was unsuccessful on the 4th day of the match. And everyone in the England camp was biting nails, hoping for sunshine and clear skies on the 5th day. That's exactly how it was. It was good news all round, and play began on score. There was only one substantial partnership, really. That was the 80 between Richards and Best. But at 190 for 4, I thought, well, 10 runs behind, really, West Indies are going to make a fighting comeback here. The wickets tumbled. Now let's look at the England bowling. It's all about Gladstone Small and Devon Malcolm. Devon Malcolm, in his 2nd Test match, whips out the wickets of Richards and Dujon and Greenwich and Haynes. Marvellous performance by him, and Gladstone Small extremely accurate indeed. A wireless Test match at Kingston, Jamaica, Sabina Park. The situation here is that the West Indies are 29 runs ahead, and they have 2 wickets standing. It's been like that for a couple of days, very frustratingly for England. It poured during the rest day, absolute torrents of rain, and then the 4th day was a day of mopping up, totally unsuccessful because there was no play at all. So now, after nail-biting all night, we come to the 5th and final day, and England praying for clear blue skies and bright, bright sunshine. It's exactly what they've got. Let's join the last day's play.
West Indies off the mark quickly. Couple of runs to Courtney Walsh, so the West Indian lead moves on to 31, and I think one ought to strike a note of caution, although if you support English cricket, you hope for the very best. There have been great stands down the order. West Indies are entirely unsupported here. And that finds a gap, in fact. It's a long chase out there. Can it just be one? No, it'll be two. So what they're doing really is conceding twos, and that's not too clever. Two to Malcolm Marshall.
Yes, in fact, that's a very good shot by Malcolm Marshall here. It's not a half volley. He just plays through the line of the ball, opening the face a bit. And it goes to wide extra cover. There's a man at square point on the fence, but he's got a long chase round, and that's 2 runs. I must agree with you, Tony. I think this tends to give the initiative away a little bit to the batting side, and psychologically, one wonders whether the bowler is trying 100% when he's got all his fielders back.
Oh, a bowl quicker, a little nick inside edge, and that saved Malcolm Marshall there. Seems to be no problem in the run-up here for Devon Malcolm. So the one is taken. Robin Smith, the fielder, at deep cover, saves the one. He does his job. That's exactly what he's there to do, to save the 2. So Gladstone Small to Courtney Walsh. It's bowled in! Courtney couldn't resist it. Instructed to block. He had a wahoo. Well, he's there for his great bowling, but he knocked the off pole out of the ground. Fine bowling by Gladstone Small, and the English crowd here are delirious, I should say British, and this is how it happened.
And a very good ball again. Right down the channel, as Mickey Stewart says, Yahoo from Courtney Walsh, and it's overs, good overs. So they were, Tony, perhaps being a little bit ultra-critical of the England side and England captaincy.
2:37 for 9. That's one more look at human failure. The lovely man, Courtney Walsh, quite likes his batting, but prefers to hit sixes. Look at Gladstone Small. Back at the start of his run, Devon Malcolm. What a great performance he's put out. 4 for 75 so far. Just his 2nd test match. And he's knocked out some big wickets as well, including Viv Richards. He comes in now to bowl to Patterson. It just creeps away. There is a 3rd man, that's Angus Fraser. So just 1 run. And their heroes, I'm afraid, have let them down. No doubt about that. It's a run out. It's bound to be out. It's run out. Marshall wanted 1. Patterson didn't understand what he was saying, and that is the end of the West Indies innings. West Indies bowled out for 240, and England will need 41 runs now to win this first Cable and Wireless Test match. Well, there we are. That's how the West Indies do it. Yes. How they deserve their applause. And let's take one more look at that with Phil Evans.
And here's Marshall, perhaps not having as much confidence in Patterson's batting as Patterson has, because Patterson plays it out to short mid-on. And there we are, very simple run out with Marshall charging down the wicket. Absolutely no chance here for Patrick Patterson. Quite a good shot, competently played, through wideish short, straightish mid-wicket. Marshall's gone like a hare, and very simple run out.
So it took England just 18 minutes, that's 3 overs and 2 balls to take the 2 remaining wickets, and the West Indies out, disappointingly for them, for 240. Very steady bowling by all the seamers, but the wickets taken mainly by Gladstone Small and Devon Malcolm, 4 apiece. So England set off now, 41 runs to win this test match. We'll join them in the first over. Patterson's bowling to Gooch.
Whoa, my word, that got up. That one leapt up.
And that certainly had a degree of hostility. Pitched outside the off stump, cuts back over the top of the stumps. No danger really to Graham Gooch because it bounced so high. And in fact, very well played. He gets his hands well out the way. But that just shows the life that this wicket still has and the pace of the West Indian bowlers.
He's got that one in the air just over the top of extra cover. Now that could really so easily have gone straight to the fieldsman there. It didn't. So Wayne Larkins gets 2.
I think Wayne Larkins just decided that there's a small score to get. He gets a short ball, he's going to crack anything that he can reach. And I think he's right. I don't think you want to hang around too long, letting the pressure and the psychology sort of build up in the batsman in the dressing room. If it's there, clatter it. Short ball here. Let the bat go. I think he was always hitting it over the top of the field. I don't think there was any doubt there.
Oh, and that one really took off a crack. No doubt about that. And then it swung after it actually hit the deck and started bouncing up. It actually swung in. See if you can pick this up.
Great delivery this. He puts it in, knocks it in, gets up high, but he's still 2 feet away from the batsman. I mean, when you're batting in Test match cricket, a ball's 2 feet away from you. I mean, it might as well be a million miles. Look, I mean, that's 2 feet away from his helmet. It won't bother him. It certainly shouldn't bother a Test class batsman.
Beautiful shot. It's very heavy down there. Might not go down to the boundary, but the fieldsman has to be careful. He slipped. No, he won't. Very slippery down there. So 2 runs to Gooch.
Well, the fast bowlers haven't pitched much up this morning, but here's one that gets up there, and nice straight bat. He just pushed it, good opening batsman shot, not trying to hit it too hard, just pushes it, keeping the bat straight, keeping his body sideways on, and nice, comfortable 2 runs.
He's gone, outlaw! No, he's not. I thought I heard a nick.
You see, you're getting very excited this morning. I wish you'd take your time, Tony Gray. I did tell you that if anything gets in Wayne Larkins' area, he's going to whack it. Now, this is a bit too wide. I think the main problem is if he stick his left foot over towards the ball, he might well have made contact, but he's put his left foot down the wicket, and he's a long, long way from the ball there. He could hardly reach it. That was the problem.
So Wayne Larkins. Larkins at the moment on 3. He's got that way. That'll be 4. He loves them in that area, and Patrick Patterson has delivered him a lovely little half volley on leg stump, and he played it perfectly.
Well, nice bread and butter ball here for any opening batsman. Pitch it up on your legs, took it away, a little roll of the wrists. Just use the timing and pace of the ball, and that's the area Wayne Larkins loves them.
Well, he smashed that in the air, way over the top. 2 bounces into the fence, and how's that for confidence?
He's slightly unorthodox in some of his attacking shots. Defensively, he plays well, but when it's up there, he does hit the ball very crisply and cleanly in areas that most opening batsmen do not play their shots. This time he's put his foot out to the ball, let the bat go through the shot. That's the main thing why he makes good contact with a lot of his shots. He makes the bat go right through, like a golfer. Hit through the ball, don't stop at the shot. Go right through, taking the bat above his head, and it's cleared mid off with about 15 yards.
Well, that's a good delivery. That beats the outside edge. There was a little bit of bounce there as well.
Just in front of the gully fielder, outside edge found. He was squaring up just wide of Haynes, and 2 runs to Larkins.
It's very well bowled here by Bishop. He does get Wayne Larkins turned round, hits the outside edge, and goes almost to wide gully.
Well, the helmet came off. It had dropped on the stumps. That would have been bye-bye Wayne Larkins.
And this is a little bit more like the old West Indians. Very quick ball here. Larkins has to jerk his head back. Doesn't keep his eye on the ball, jerks his head back. And it almost hits the stumps. We've seen that a few times in the past. It's happened once or twice a year in county cricket. There the helmet comes off. Maybe it's a little bit loose, and it just misses. That is very bad luck.
He's got it through. He's timed it well. That'll go all the way to the boundary for 4.
That's a very good shot by Graham Gooch. Slightly wide of the off stump, shortish ball. He just leans into it, opens the face slightly, and guides it past backward cover.
Oh, he played and missed at that. A rare error, but I must say, Jeff Boycott, that West Indies have put some fire into this morning. Well, very similar to his first innings dismissal, that by the same bowler too, but this time the judgment favours Wayne Larkins.
Not out this, no doubts at all. Pitching about middle, going down with the arm. Very similar to the first innings, but Wayne Larkins this time quickly, after the ball hits him, shoving that left pad wide outside the leg stump to give the umpire a view that it's definitely going down leg side. Certainly encouraged the umpire's decision to give him not out.
Courtney Walsh is in his 5th over. He's conceded only 6 runs. Well, they've all been very economical, actually. Ian Bishop 6 overs, 0 from 9. Oh, that was a nasty one. Well played. Just dropped it down. Looks for 2. And goes. Well run, Wayne Larkins. It was Gordon Greenidge who chased that to square leg. That's in a space. Richie Richardson is the fielder, but they take 2 runs. And now it's getting closer. This amazing England victory, which will be the first over the West Indies for 16 years.
Well, this is what the England bowlers Small and Fraser didn't do. You see, Bishop there bowling it on Wayne Larkins' hip, on his legs, making it easy for him to tuck it away for a couple of runs.
It's in the air, it's caught, brilliantly caught. What a wonderful catch that was. Graham Gooch turning the ball off his hip, straight off the middle of the bat, and a beautiful diving catch by Gordon Greenidge. A backward short leg, some dozen yards from the bat, so the first wicket falls, it's 35 for 1.
Bit sad this, a bit unlucky. He's hit it off the middle of the bat, but he's turned it right into the path of Gordon Greenidge on his left, and he's dived and taken it both hands. Right off the middle of the bat. He's done that often enough and taken 4 runs. And now Greenidge has caught it very nicely and neatly. Ah, what a shame for Graham Gooch. But it's in the air, nice, comfortable catch.
That was well taken indeed. When you see these catches in slow motion, they all look so easy and so possible. Played at full speed, you'll find that there was no chance at all for Gordon Greenidge to hesitate. He had to take off. He hit the right height, beautiful catch, followed the ball right into his hands. And so the first wicket goes down, 35 for 1. This is not an easy time for Alex Stewart to come to the crease. Everything to lose, little to gain, because there are 6 runs to win. Just to see that wicket again in normal speed this time.
Well, here's Bishop. He's really let go this morning. Bit of fire in his belly this morning. Nice tuck shot off the hip. Graham Gooch, see how quickly it happens, and so often that's gone for 4.
There'll be 1, there may be 2. No, well run. West Indies sprinting to the last. Gordon Greenidge sprinting from mid-wicket down to the vacant mid-on position on a hat-trick this morning. He took the last 2 wickets of England's innings with successive balls, Jack Russell and Devon Markham, but this hat-trick ball, alas, was a no ball for Courtney.
Well, I know what's going through Alex Stewart's mind. He's thinking, come on, Courtney, just give us a nice leg side half volley that I can smack away for 4, a little tickle for 1, and we're all going to have a smashing slap-up lunge. That's what he's thinking, is Alex Stewart.
Oh, he nicked it. I think he nicked it. He's pointing to the umpire.
in a way, a little reaction, a reflex action to say, I got an inside edge, I was lucky.
My goodness, was his heart in his mouth here, Alex Stewart. I think this is very adjacent. The ball pitches outside, but by the time it hits him on the leg, my goodness me, I think he'd have been lucky to get away with that if he hadn't nicked it. Oh, his heart would have been in his mouth. It would have been going at 1,000 miles an hour there. Look at, oh dear. I know the feeling well, the sinking in your tummy, and you hope that the umpires heard the nick like you did.
He was listening to you. All he wants to do is get not out now. Well, you can tell how nervous he is, because when you're that nervous, so often you tend to put the leg right in line with the ball, don't you? And you end up having to play around the front pad. Well, all we can do is wish him luck and say that everyone understands. Of course, the West Indies understand entirely what it's all about.
Well, the one thing, he got the bat straight, he played at it, he tried to get forward, not very much, just a little stride. That little stride forward and playing straight, actually playing at the ball, snaking back from the offside, probably gave him the benefit of the doubt from the umpire.
5 runs England required to win this first Test match. Against all odds, an incredible performance. One of the great sporting shocks. That's better, he says. Middle of the bat, felt better. End of the over, stay that end, much safer. Leave it to Larkins, 36 for 1. Seems so simple, it's taken an age. 5 runs to win this match. This is Ian Bishop to Wayne Larkins. Oh, well, that was... I thought a wide, maybe I was thinking one day. It was, I probably was. Because what you don't realise, perhaps back at home, is how far apart all these islands are. We're 1,000 miles now from Trinidad, for example, and no side has beaten the West Indies on this ground for 35 years. They're unused to the sight of defeat. Whacked it straight over the top. Thank you very much. It's running slowly across that very wet patch. It limps over the boundary, but that's good enough. 4 runs. England need 1 to win.
Well, I did say that if he gets it up in his half, he's going to whack it, and he's not worried about how it gets to the boundary, isn't Wayne Larkins? Here, this is pitched up well outside off stump, but he smacked it straight over the bowler's head and the umpires. You'd have expected him to hit that over cover, but he's a very unorthodox player, Wayne. He wants his lunch, and he wants it very quickly.
I don't know what they have for lunch these days, but I never look forward to my lunch quite as much as he's obviously looking forward to his. You see, that's the wet patch. It's just dried up. Oh, too tired across the rope. All right, 1 to win. 40 for 1, England. 1 run to win this Test match. No, wait, no, he says. Yes, he's misfielded, and England have won. Fantastic. Great for the spectators. Astonishing for England, astonishing for the West Indies too. They cannot believe it. They haven't lost a match on this ground for 35 years. England haven't won here for 36 years. And England have not beaten the West Indies, indeed, for 16 years. It's all too much. Wayne Larkins remains unbeaten. Tremendous innings, 29 not out. 41 for the loss of the skipper, Graham Gooch. But every day of this Test match has been England's day, and they are very worthy winners indeed. This giant tide of West Indies domination, which has almost drowned England cricket over the years, has suddenly gone calm. It's been absolutely flattened. The spectators, their money well spent. What a marvellous trip. Perhaps that rum punch, one too many tonight. But why not? It's been a wonderful occasion, a great cricket match.
I've waited a long time for this. Played 10 years against the West Indies. Never really been in a winning position in any real form in any match, and it's just tremendous to get 1 in the bag. I mean, it's a long series. There's 4 matches to go, so you can't really predict what's going to happen. But a lot of people have given us no hope. A lot of people said that the only result that it could be would be 5-0. We've proved them wrong. We've played to our ability in this match, and as I said before, I'm sure the West Indies know that they're in for a game now. It's just tremendous to get 1 in the bag.
I don't want to really take anything away from the English victory. It's well played, you know, hip hip hooray. We'll be back.